Hi, it's Joy and today I'm going to be watching Titans Season 1, Episode 11, Dick Grayson. This is the season finale. I'm at the finale already. The last episode had a very, oh my goodness, ending. And I just can't wait to watch the finale. I'm terrified, I'm excited, let's go. This is cheerier than I was expecting. This is definitely different to what I was expecting. Is this a flashback or...? Okay. This doesn't feel like a flashback to me because he's too happy. Okay, what is happening? He has a child? No, I'm not... This doesn't feel like a time jump to me. So this is something Rachel's dad has done? Oh, he's so happy and carefree. Oh, is this going to be what their life would have been like? Well, this is going to be a crushing episode, isn't it?
Here, I thought we were having a human.
Do less. Why don't I spend the afternoon painting these walls and getting the room set up?
That's an amazing idea.
This is very strange. So is somehow Rachel's dad altered reality? Or is he like lying somewhere unconscious, imagining all of this? They have a very blue house.
Hey, animals. Hey, Johnny.
Oh.
What is it? He won't put it down.
Okay, so little Gar, or how about...
No, his name is Growy.
Yes, we love
This
that.
is horrible because it's so nice and I don't trust. None of it's real.
Still worried about Rachel, though.
She's doing good. She's doing great. She made it.
Yeah, I guess we all did.
I don't trust. This is not real. The show wouldn't do this. Yep, what's really happening?
What's up?
So everyone's involved in this strange version of the world. I'm very confused, and I know I'm meant to be very confused, but I am definitely very confused.
Bullet hit my T5 vertebrae.
But they have bulletproof suits.
3 days ago.
Oh,
The
goodness.
Joker, and it was bad.
See, I don't know if any of this is real.
Maybe the only one he ever cared about after his parents died. You need to come back.
I would like to go back to Gotham, actually. I feel like he
I can't.
could stay with his family, but I also would like to see Gotham.
Bruce Wayne's not my responsibility.
Do you think he should probably try? Though I don't know that this is even happening, so I'm very conflicted about how I'm feeling these things and what I'm feeling. Yeah, because he keeps seeing this flicker, so I feel like they're still stuck in the house having some weird vision. I keep waiting for us to see what's really happening. Like I said, I feel like in an ideal world he wouldn't have to go, but I think he should go. But then I also, none of this is even happening, so what does it matter?
No, it's been a while, but
Did he answer?
anyway,
We're gonna see Bruce this episode,
I wanna talk to
even
you.
if it's a weird vision Bruce. To be honest, I feel like the city has already died.
Will you be needing fresh sheets, sir? Yeah.
I suppose a good sign when a hotel asks you that. Delightful place. What's happening? I really need to know what's going on.
Check on flights.
Oh goodness. So because he wanted to leave, something has changed so that he won't go now. So it's too late, it's killed the Joker.
Gotham police. What the fuck are you doing?
Good luck.
Is he gonna help him bring Batman
Where you
in?
going?
Good night, Ken.
Something's gonna change to make him stay. Because him being here seems to be... Ugh. Yeah. It's so funny to me. So I know I say it every time, but like having walked around like a place they film, it's really exciting to then see it. I hope he's
I know what
listening,
you're going through.
even though none of this is real.
After Tony Zoo Kid. Sound familiar?
Yeah. Whatever's going on here, I feel like Dick has come a long way in really understanding himself and healed and everything, and I hope that lasts.
They say he's gonna live.
Corey?
Still very confused. I'm waiting for this episode to make sense, but I know that's the point of
You're
it.
tense. He lost his conscience. That's
He never had a conscience. He had a code. A sense of justice.
Anytime he decides to leave or go home, something goes terribly wrong. So what is the goal of this? That man. Has he killed him?
Hey!
Anger's still inside.
I'm at Arkham Asylum and it's bad.
So none of this is really happening. I'm desperate to know what is actually really happening. What is the purpose of this? So has he killed all the old villains that he previously just put away?
Guards, nurses.
Well, this definitely isn't really
They found the
happening,
warden.
because Batman wouldn't do this. So what lesson is this trying to, like, teach him, or
He has to be stopped.
is it... Do they want him to, like, wake up in the real world and go and try and stop Batman? Cause what is happening? What is the purpose of this?
You're gonna save his.
What is the plan here? What is the purpose of this? Is it trying to, like, get information for the real world, or trying to, like, break Dick somehow?
Don't kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that I think about it, this was playing at Castle Loma on a screen. With, like, Dicks in the surveillance van, and then people running SWAT and people running through the manor. I have no idea what happens beyond that. Just basically this. I have previously seen. I'm so stressed because I don't know what the goal of all of this is. These tunnels are at Castle Loma as well. Just thinking I was interested. I do love seeing the Batcave.
No.
See, Batman would never do this. I mean, literally, unless he'd lost his mind, but he wouldn't. Oh my goodness. This isn't real. This isn't real, this isn't real, this isn't real, it's fine. What is this? Why is this happening?
This is what you've always wanted.
See, is this just designed to completely mess Dick
Wanted
up?
to give in to the-
Yep, so this is his goal, to make Dick sort of give in to the darkness in the present? Oh god, it is! Is he letting some of Rachel's dad's darkness in? Oh god.
Dick, please. Talk to me.
Oh my god.
I offered your friend a path that wound down many roads. but
You pushed him
ultimately
continually into this
chose
path.
his own way to embrace his darkness.
No,
rather
you
than
pushed him into it.
resistance. He is.
Rachel, you can help. Rachel, you can do this. Rachel, you can fight against this.
He's part of the family now.
Oh, Rachel.
Oh god.
It feels so good to be home.
Oh god.
You'll see. They'll all see.
We're gonna see. Is this the... Fuck you, Titans. Okay, so I've just looked and seen that there is an after credit scene, which I'm hoping all the rest of the episodes didn't have, but I saw that when this one ended there was a very long period of time after the credits, so yeah, I will deal with my review in a second. I'm gonna watch this after credit scene now. Metropolis? Oh, is this gonna be like Superboy or something? I feel like I've read something about, like, an article headline that I scrolled past, but it was like Superboy's gonna be in season 2. And Metropolis is Superman. Or is this gonna be like a villain? I don't know. Saving the dog. That's a good sign. Yeah. So is this like they've grown their own Superman and a super dog? I'm very intrigued. What's going on? Okay, so yeah, that episode was weird. It was odd. I mean, I knew it wasn't real. Part of me was kind of wondering if it was going to be like somehow Rachel's dad had altered reality and it had actually they'd lived those 5 years, but then I kind of was thinking that would be a bit of a weird move for the show to make. But it being all in Dick's mind, I kept expecting in the middle of the episode there to be one of those moments where it cuts away and you see him standing in the room with Rachel, like trying to appeal to him, or with the dad being like, I don't know, whatever was going on. I mean, now that we know that was the situation, but you know, but that didn't happen. We just were there in the world, seeing this kind of perfect, wonderful world. And you know, it's true, all season Dick has been struggling with the darkness within him and with the legacy of Batman and on him, what that means on him. And I know I've been very outspoken on my opinion that I think Bruce was not right in his treatment of Dick and the way he raised him. But I mean, you know, that I concede that, like, it is a TV show, and also that I've always believed that Bruce was doing it out of love, probably, but out of his desire to do the right thing by him and to help him. I've never thought Bruce was doing it to be an evil mastermind. You know, I fully understand that Bruce Wayne is a good person. He's just, in himself, fairly messed up, which, understandable. So yeah, I think there was a lot of stuff going on. I knew it was real, so I don't know. Again, sometimes when I edit, I'm surprised by how much or how little I react to things. But because I knew none of it was real, it was hard to be as oh no, Batman's killing people, because I was like, well, Batman's not really killing people. I mean, I was concerned for Dick because I knew that he was struggling quite clearly, but as we saw, you know, him being like, oh yeah, he chose this path. I mean, he chose to go away from this path on multiple occasions. He booked the flight home, he was going to leave, and every time he did, something happened that a person like Dick, a good person, couldn't walk away from that situation, whether it was the couple arguing next door, whether it was, oh, the Joker was alive so there was a chance he could still save Bruce, you know, all these things that happened. And it was only when he thought Bruce had killed someone he cared about deeply, along with like multiple innocent people across the city, that, you know, yeah, what he should have done then was be like, oh, you know, I'll call the medics and they can lock you up for this. But given his history and his struggles with anger, I think, as much as I wouldn't agree with him killing Bruce, and I think if it had been real, going down the line, he would have been a little bit conflicted over it. You know, it was one of those things where Bruce had gone so far that it's not as terrible as killing an innocent person, if that makes sense. But, you know, so within his own mind, he put him into that position where there was not really another choice he was going to make. And yes, we can hope that Dick would have been able to make the choice of, well, now the world's going to know that you've become this evil person and you're going to get locked up for prison, because in some ways that would be worse than death. But he gave in to those anger. But to be honest, that was an anger that had been being stoked all episode by Rachel's father, who I need a name for because I can't just keep calling him Rachel's father. But so yeah, I don't think that's criticism in any way of Dick, the fact that he gave into it. I think anyone would have done the scenario he was in, and especially anybody who was already struggling with what Dick was struggling with. Oh my goodness, just my heart is breaking. And I have a curse. When I watch TV shows, my favourite characters will inevitably be the one character that gets taken over by an evil person. It has happened in almost every show I've watched. I'm almost surprised when a character is my favourite and it doesn't happen to them, it happens to someone else. It's actually quite shocking. So yeah, across the board, my favourite characters happen to, and yeah, Dick is my favourite character in this show. So I have cursed him, and I'm very sorry about that. I feel a bit guilty because everyone else has had to wait a really long time for the next season, and I'm pretty sure it's just around the corner, isn't it? So I feel kind of bad that I'm going to get it so soon when everyone else has had to wait. Oh my goodness. So yeah, this episode, it was good to kind of, I say it was good to see Dawn. We know she's awake. It was good in a way to see Jason, as much as I hate him. So to say I hate that he attacked those cops and inevitably would have killed a few of them because he was shooting them, snapping bones. I don't hate him as much as I don't currently love him, but you know, he's a young character, and as with all shows, characters can change and grow, and he might become a character I really care about. And if he's going to be in the next season, which I assume he will be, as Rachel told Dawn and Hank to go and get him, I'm assuming that, yeah, you know, they're going to need, I assume, so is that Rachel somehow fighting against her father, or was that she told them to get them back when Troy was choking her? I guess it was that one, wasn't it? But, you know, Rachel was going to be strong enough to help save Dick and to help save the world. I fully believe this. Gar is around somewhere. Now, obviously her father let Dick through into the house, but he didn't let Corey or Donna. Now, is that because he sensed in Dick he was already struggling with this darkness within him, and that it was something he could exploit? And that's what he has done in this episode. Whereas the others don't have that darkness in them, so he doesn't want them anywhere near. This show could really go anywhere next season, and I'm really excited about it. I'm also really terrified, and like, this is the last thing Dick needed with his like emotional growth that he was trying to do, and like trying to figure out who he was going to be. So yeah, I love the show. I can't wait for season 2, and I think at the end that was Superboy. Now, I've seen various things, you know, I think I saw like trailer for season 2 of Titans, Superboy, and I was like trying not to read, but I'm a fast reader, so when I scroll through things, I will see spoilers. But again, like, that's not a spoiler, but they're just at the end. I was like, oh, I think that's Superboy, and I know nothing about Superboy at all. I know he exists. I've heard him mentioned as a character, so I'm intrigued to see what's going to happen there. And to me, it looked like he was grown in a lab or something. Now, that could be he's someone that they've experimented on, or they could have tried to like replicate Superman somehow, but I'm very intrigued by that, and I'm looking forward to next season they meet some more new characters. But right now I'm actually much more concerned about Dick and Rachel and Gar, and I mean, Corey and Donna are outside, they're technically safe in this very moment, but the world is not safe. I'm very stressed. Thank you for watching.